Yeah. Hey, yo, congrats to DJ Trump, bro. Straight up. Because the man, I think he deserves it, bro. He is a living proof that, yeah, you can be cuckoo and get into the White House, you know. Billionaire worked his way into politics, decided to change some policies, and he's implementing it. And yeah, hopefully the next 4 years, there will be no more war, and inflation would be adjusted, and people will go back to their normal lives, man. I get it. This man is a bit complicated, but he might be your necessary evil. So shout out to you all Americans who I think voted these crazy Democrats out of this White House. Because listen, it's been a tough 4 years, man. Ever since COVID, Biden took over. Just it's been craziness after craziness. You've had, just go to your local grocery stores. Look at the job market. Look at the inflation. It affected every single investment asset class even. This is not only from crypto. The stock market was hit. It was stagnant for the last few years because of this previous administration. You know, these Democrats, come on. There's a reason why there's the word demon right in Democrat, bro. And I'm not even a Republican. I don't like politics like that. You know, I'm just a historian. I like checking history and studying history. But yeah, this man winning just might have saved the entire United States of America. You know, this wokeism, woke culture that this chick was gonna bring into the White House, that would have destroyed, like, it would have been the beginning of the downfall of America if she won tonight. But luckily, this is the reason why on my video the other day I literally mentioned, yo, for Trump to win, there has to be a divine intervention, because this is not his year. He's in his enemy year. That's why he survived 3 attempted assassinations. They wanted to take him out because they knew they had to fulfill and establish their agenda no matter what. I think one day you're gonna hear the bad news and the sad news of Trump dropping, gone, and no one would wonder, like, people gonna be wondering, yo, what's up with what happened? We thought he was healthy, he was fine, and da. And next thing he gone, because they figure out another way to take him out. I think that's gonna be their next plan and their next move. So y'all better protect this man and let him do his thug dizzle, because you know he's standing in the way of evil that was about to come in. You know, people like Elon Musk even saw this coming, bro. I mean, Elon, you know, he was one of them too. I think he was a Democrat. I'm just joking. But just level with me for a minute. Y'all remember when Elon was just so happy and in bed with the Democrats? Not literally in bed, but they even gave him a check. You know, he had his favorite. You know, y'all remember AOC? Beautiful young lady. They tossed it over to Elon. You know, he liked her. That's why he was just, you know, kind of complacent towards the Democrats. He really liked AOC because she was beautiful. She's young. She's attractive. You know, and then he almost left his wife because of her. I'm just playing. But hey, Elon, you know, we remember now. He was cool with them Democrats. That is until he came home one day and his own flesh and blood, his own son, told him, yo, Pops. The kid told Elon that he wants to change his gender, bro. And this is when Elon had an epiphany that, yo, something has to be done about this Gen Z sick and twisted mentality of wanting to change your genders and just making stuff weird. There's no more boys and girls anymore. There's no more men and women on the planet. And if you study the civilizations that happened before the Great America, starting from Pompeii, you can go all the way down to the Roman Empire. Their biggest downfall was when this type of mentality was introduced. Meaning they became superpowers, they won wars, they became so powerful to the point where they become comfortable. And these conversations are starting to be had now. It destroys children and it destroys people's mentality. And yeah, it kills societies. If she won, I think the next 4 years would have been brutal for the United States. She's worse than Biden. Trump was saying it. You know, so he's not your perfect guy, but he might be just your necessary evil. You know, the guy that's just there to keep stuff afloat for now. Because if you remember them wars, yeah, George Bush after 9/11 went crazy ham on Iraq, but that's because he had a grudge on Iraq because of what happened between Saddam in the 90s and his father, Bush Sr., if y'all remember. After Bush got out and Obama jumped in, y'all seen what them Democrats did, bro. They went on a campaigning mission to destroy the world. They started wars everywhere, using NATO as their bully backbone. They took down Gaddafi's Libya, bro. He controlled it for 40 years. 7 tribes. He prevented them from going to war. Yeah, he was a Trump-like dictator, but he was a necessary evil for Libya. The people loved him. You know, economy was great, doing great in Libya for many years. They were living off of the oil they were selling to the West and everybody else. Until NATO got in there. These Democrats took them down. Once they took down Libya, they thought that the puppet leader was going to be able to hold it. No, all of those tribes became rebellious. And now, picture what Libya is today. It's like going to California and you have a ruler there. You go to Atlanta, you have a ruler there. You go into New York, you have a ruler there. So you don't have just one president of the United States. You have presidents on every single state. And they're not letting up. It's like governments inside governments. This is how crazy NATO have ruined Libya. And it's not just Libya. You can go to Tunisia, you can go to Egypt, you can go to Sudan. Africa went upside down because of these Democrats, bro. So you damn right, I don't feel no remorse for them or nothing, bro. You know, them people turned my continent upside down. That's why, like I said, man, the word Democrat, demon is is inside Democrat. You know, it's just who they are. When Trump was elected in 2016, everyone thought he was going to go to war. But between 2016 and 2020, he showed a business-like mentality. He went to North Korea and negotiated with Kim. He went to Russia and negotiated with Putin. He became great friends with them. He made sure that Putin and Zelensky didn't go to war with each other. He was saying it after they kicked him out of the White House. He's like, yo, I was the only one standing in the middle of these two doing this to each other, bro. And he was right. As soon as Biden got in, boom, oh, we're gonna support Zelensky, and you're gonna try and take down a bear who has more nukes than the entire NATO combined. Putin could nuke the whole world if he wanted to. But in my opinion, he looks like a fair man that can do that stuff, bro. A fair man that can listen. So hopefully him and Trump can negotiate and they can end this Putin-Zelensky war. They can go to the Middle East and negotiate the Israel-Iran kind of thing. Even though Trump doesn't like Iran, though, that's my only worry. He just might take out Iran, you know. But yeah, hopefully he negotiates first. At least he negotiates first before he makes trouble. Y'all seen the Democrats, knowing that they were going to lose, just yesterday they sent a ton load of bombs, packed it right outside of Yemen, pointed at Iran to make sure that they can create more chaos and friction. And which brings us back to crypto. Look at this. Y'all see the market? Yeah, Bitcoin, congratulations, new all-time high, all of that. But right now we're at 73K. It looks like Bitcoin is dropping because I think them Democrats are still gonna try and do their juju. Look at this, 72.8 as we speak. When I started the video, it was at 75. Now it's down, back down to 72. They're gonna do everything in their power to bring it right back down over the next few days or few weeks at least, before Trump gets elected officially. He assumes office. I think it's gonna be sometimes in January, but between now and then, watch out for some ripple effect. They're gonna try and change policies, rush, do everything in their power to create chaos and destroy Trump. Since they tried to kill him, they couldn't kill him. They're gonna continue to try to fight him. If they can't do that, they're gonna go after his pockets or the people closest to him. Right now, he's got billionaires like Elon Musk around him. And next year, between now and then, they're gonna try and do everything to come after these guys. That's it, right? I think somebody said on Twitter that they, Trump promised to fire Gensler, but they're gonna try and come after, protect Gensler before he gets rid of him too. It is what it is. Under these Democrats, they persecuted a lot of our favorite crypto founders. CZ, RH, you name it. Many has fallen to these Democrats' law and their policies. They are anti-crypto. That's probably why you see guys like Charles Hoskinson rallying around Trump and saying, you know what, something has to be done. Otherwise, the entire freedom of the Americans, as you know it, would have been destroyed. Your country was in shambles. It was crazy. It's affecting the entire world. Everywhere you go, it's been inflation, economic turmoil. Third world countries are dying of starvations and hunger. And that's the reason why you have people emigrating out of third world countries to come to the West, because they have no opportunities back home. They feel like, these Democrats are just electing these puppet regimes to take all the money and do bad business with them, and all our natural resources are getting sold to these Democrats, and we get nothing. So what they do, they figure out a way to get the hell out of the country because they want a better life. That's all it is. So if the world decided to flip that upside down and help those people so that other countries would prosper, help them by settling on the ground. Do what Russia does in Africa. When Russia goes to Africa, they put their boots on the ground and they make sure that, if a factory is being constructed, it's being put into the right hands. They see through it that project is, gone, it is done. And when the project is done, they're going to make sure that 100,000 employees are working at that facility. And this is how they stop immigration, by giving people jobs, by teaching them new skills, introducing great stuff. This is, if you're a superpower, this is how you're supposed to behave, and not like go to a third world country and say, I like you as a regime, I'm gonna put you against these other rebels, and then you're gonna go to war with them, and if you win, we're gonna help you with our weapons. You just keep selling us your oil for cheap, keep selling us them diamonds for cheap, because we are the superpowers. This is what it seems like under democratic policies. You know what I'm saying? Now, Trump policies are similar, but they might be a little bit better. I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it at that, bro. I'm about world peace. All I want to see is peace. Hopefully, Trump can negotiate with all of these guys so that peace would be restored on the earth, for the next 4 years. Congrats to all Americans who are happy with this outcome. Salute to you all. You know, everybody else who's even outside of the US was rooting for stuff like this to happen, because we understand that the US is part of the world. That's why, you know, and it's one of the greatest nations that ever existed. Shout out to them. Yeah, that's the reason why people are so much invested with this kind of thing. Like up the video, share it, subscribe for some crypto content. I have been Mr. Nakamoto Crypto, and I'm out.